It is day one of Rally Portugal 2021 and the first gravel event of the year. Can you believe it's been 222 days since the WRC was last seen on gravel? As I said, it is the first gravel rally of the year, which means it's the first time we've seen Pirelli's gravel tyre used. Only 8 soft tyres available to the drivers across the weekend. The rest are all hard compound. So tyre management is absolutely critical. No question about it. Here is the best of today's action. Sebastian Ogier first into the rough Portuguese roads today, and the Frenchman, as expected, hampered with road cleaning duties, and that was eating into his time. He only managed 8th through the day's opener, 5.1 seconds off the pace. Instead, that early pace setter was Oyt Tanak, taking the rally opener by just 0.4 of a second from his Hyundai teammate Danny Sordo. Thierry Neuville was also making his Hyundai work well for him, posting joint third fastest time with Britain's Gus Greensmith, who was hot out of the blocks this morning, just half a second off the stage-winning time. Stage 2, and it was Sordo's time to shine. The Spaniard 3.6 seconds quicker than anyone else, making it a Hyundai 1, 2, 3 in the stage and overall. While the Hyundais were on form, the Toyotas were struggling to get the tyres turned on, and that trend continued throughout the morning. Ogier completing the first 3 stages a distant 8th overall. His teammate Elfyn Evans faring a bit better, but still unable to get his Yaris doing what he wanted it to do. He ended the morning loop in 4th.
It's very difficult because the hard has no grip and the soft is moving a lot, so it's not the easiest, but yeah, we're trying to work our way around it as much as possible, but yeah, it's not coming so easy, let's say.
It was a great start to the day for M Sport's Gus Greensmith, but things went downhill on the final stage of the loop. A rear left puncture, which he dragged to the end of the stage, cost him over 50 seconds and some bodywork on his Ford Fiesta. A remote tyre fitting zone and refuel for the crews in Arganil before heading straight back out into the afternoon. And Kalle Rovanperä, who struggled through the morning, made some major setup changes to his Yaris, and they worked, taking a stage win on the second run through Lusa. As the afternoon progressed, it all kicked off in stage 7, starting with Thierry Neuville, who was running in 2nd overall, but a pace note error saw him run wide into this fast left-hander and clout the bank. He was able to eventually make it to the end of the stage, but with massive rear right suspension damage, he was left with a huge amount of work to do on his Hyundai.
Yeah, he had a pace notes which was really too fast. When I saw the corner and the pace notes, it didn't work out, so I tried to correct, but there was like something like a tree stump which put us on the side. We thought the car was not damaged, but we're going to see if we can repair.
Meanwhile, Adrian Fourmeau, back in a WRC car this weekend and on his first visit to Portugal, was extremely lucky to get away with this spin, albeit picking up a rear right puncture. And then came rally leader Danny Sordo, who suffered a stall at this hairpin left, followed by his continued tyre problems. He was not a happy man.
I want to survive the tyre because one tyre is also like really bad, and I don't have choice. I can't push because I don't have material for a push. The tires are finished.
And that just left the final fan favourite Lusada Super Special, and it was Oyt Tanak who capitalised on the problems of his teammates, stayed out of trouble all day and took the stage win. He leads the rally by 6 seconds from Elfyn Evans, who found good pace in the afternoon. Then comes Danny Sordo in 3rd, just 3 seconds further back, ahead of Takamoto Katsuta, what a day for him, and Sebastian Ogier in 5th. For now though, it's that man, Oyt Tanak, who leads here in Portugal.
It's even a bit strange to drive actually in front of the fans, so it's great feeling they are back, but I mean generally as well it's been demanding day, so much has been happening and so many issues, so actually looking forward to have a bit of rest and start again tomorrow.
What a day it has been for Hyundai's Ogier Tanak leading here in Portugal. I can tell you though that Thierry Neuville was unable to get his car repaired after that roll in stage 7, so all of his hard work throughout the day undone. Ogier Tanak with the best road position going into tomorrow, but two men who will come out fighting are these fellas. Sebastian Ogier and Elfyn Evans. Toyota are far from done here yet. 7 stages to run tomorrow and we will be back with all of the very best action. We'll see you then. Day 2 of Rally Portugal, and it's all going to kick off today. The longest day of the rally and the longest stage of the rally. 2 runs through Amarante at 38 kilometres. Now, yesterday the talk of the town was all about tyres, wasn't it? And tyre management. Well, it's the same today. Now, it might look absolutely stunning down here, but up in the stages there's moisture in the air, there's a bit of damp on the surface of the road as well. So there's no question the tyre to be on is the soft compound. But remember, there's only 8 soft compound tyres available to the drivers across the weekend. So tyre management really is an important part of this weekend's rally. Thierry Neuville though, he's rallying smart today. Remember, he retired yesterday, so he knows he's not going to get a strong finish this weekend. So he's going out on hard compound tyres on all 4 corners of the car. He knows today is going to be sacrificed, but he's saving a fresh set of soft tyres for tomorrow's power stage. So we can expect an all-out attack from Thierry Neuville tomorrow. For everybody else though, they're on the soft compound tyres and it's game on. Here is the best of day 2. Damp in the air and some moisture settling on the surface of the road as today's action kicked off. And as expected, Thierry Neuville running those hard compound tyres, unable to mount any sort of competitive challenge, instead cleaning the line for the cars to follow. While M Sport's Gus Greensmith was attacking the stages and opening the day with the 5th fastest time, it was not the same story for his teammate Adrien Fourmeau. He suffered a sticking wide open throttle. He managed to cure the problem by putting the car in road mode, but it cost him, the Frenchman, nearly a minute off the pace. Sebastian Ogier still not completely happy with the way his Toyota was working out on the stages with this spin on stage 10. The back of the car just rotating into that left-hander. Tricky conditions this morning. He returned to midday service, 5th overall, just half a second behind Takamoto Katsuta. It was a good morning for Danny Sordo, 3 stages and 3 third-place finishes. Unable to mount a challenge on Elfyn Evans ahead of him, Danny weary of looking after the tyres after his day 1 troubles. Elfyn Evans finished all 3 stages of this morning's loop 2nd fastest and returned to service still in the runner-up spot and 19.2 seconds off the lead. The Welshman doing all he could with what he had underneath him and ready to mount a challenge this afternoon. But nobody could touch the might of Hyundai's Ogier Tanak. Poetry in motion as the Estonian won all 3 stages of the morning loop and extended his rally lead over Evans and Sordo. His Hyundai i20 doing everything he wanted it to, absolutely hooked up and able to push when he needed to and look after the tyres when he didn't.
Definitely more than yesterday, same time, so yeah, the first loop has been quite okay and tried to be very, very smooth on this one to keep the tyres alive, and yeah, so far the feeling is okay.
The majority of crews running a mixture of soft and hard tyres in the afternoon, and it was Elfyn Evans who made it work best early on, taking a win on stage 12 by just 0.6 of a second from Ogier Tanak. The Estonian responded on stage 13, setting the pace, while Evans only managed 4th fastest, Tanak's lead now up to 22.4 seconds. Further back, Gus Greensmith, who had been having a fantastic drive here in Portugal, suffered throttle dropout issues and the Brit limped through the afternoon in road mode. Worse though for Kalle Rovanperä, he retired on the road section before stage 14 with technical issues on his Toyota. The battle raging meanwhile between teammates Sebastian Ogier and Takamoto Katsuta, the pair trading positions all day. When they returned to service, it was advantage Ogier. And drama, as always in the WRC, right at the final hour. Yesterday it was Neuville, today it was Tanak's turn. Rear right suspension failure on the penultimate stage of the day. The rally lead and any chances of victory gone. Which meant after the final Porto Super Special, Elfyn Evans is our new rally leader, just 10.7 seconds clear of Danny Sordo, with Sebastian Ogier up to third and Takamoto Katsuta up to a career best fourth. The third and final day of what has been a mega Rally Portugal 2021. Elfyn Evans leads coming into today from Danny Sordo in second and Sebastian Ogier in third. It's all to play for, but there's a little bit of housekeeping we've got to get through first. There's no question that today the soft compound tyre is the tyre to be on, but there's only 8 available to the drivers throughout the weekend, so they've been using them as the rally has progressed, with the exception of Sebastian Ogier. He got through yesterday on a set of hards, which means he comes into today with a fresh set of softs, as does Oyt Tanak and Thierry Neuville. Remember, they retired yesterday, so they've got the tyres to be on, which means we are in for an all-out battle going into today's power stage. Meanwhile, at the business end, Elfyn Evans has got to keep Danny Sordo in check. Here is the best of Rally Portugal's Day 3 action. Into the first of 5 stages today, and Thierry Neuville back out but on tyre saving duty in preparation for his full attack on the power stage later. It was much the same story for his teammate Oyt Tanak. After retiring from the lead yesterday on the penultimate stage, the best the Estonian can hope for today is some strong power stage points. Up at the business end though, Elfyn Evans flying through the day's opening tests. His Toyota, shod with a mixture of hard and soft tyres, was untouchable, winning the first 2 stages of the day and most importantly extending his lead over Danny Sordo to 22 seconds.
Yeah, so far so good. To be honest, it was a fairly interesting stage, that first one this morning, but things are working quite okay, so happy enough.
How are the tyres?
They're on. So, yeah, all okay.
It's been a mixed weekend for Sordo. The pace has been strong at times, leading the rally throughout day 1, but tyre troubles have hampered his confidence, and today he was not able to get his Hyundai hooked up. By the end of stage 18 and the first run through Fafe, he had all but accepted he could not mount a challenge.
I'm not really happy. We lost a lot of time in the first stage. Second stage we tried to push really hard, but this was too much. The car was moving a lot from the rear. It's so difficult to drive, it's no grip at all. And I can do nothing, you know. I will try to win to the end and okay. You never know, but Evans goes faster.
There was a great fight further back for 5th place between M Sport teammates Adrian Fourmeau and Gus Greensmith. Fourmeau was extremely lucky to get away with landing offline over the Fafe jump, while Greensmith, still not completely happy with the car, was on a charge, retaking the position and on course for a top 5 finish.
It's so slippy. I felt like I was stopping the car in places and just didn't feel like I could carry the speed, so some work to do in there, but yeah, everything's nice and calm, relaxed, no issues.
We knew it was coming, the spectacular power stage finale fight through the legendary Fafe stage. Thierry Neuville, the first WRC car in, and that tyre save throughout the morning was all for this moment. A massive attack and full commitment over the jump at the end of the stage. 6 minutes 28.8 seconds the benchmark to beat. His teammate Oyt Tanak, also running the soft tyres and opting to take no spares today at all, showed his intent to attack for those 5 extra championship points for the fastest time through the stage, and it paid off. An incredible drive from Tanak to go 1.6 seconds faster than Neuville, and it was enough to win the power stage. But in the fight for the overall rally win, no one could come close to Elfyn Evans. Sebastian Ogier forced to settle for third place overall behind Hyundai's Danny Sordo. It was a spectacular final day for the Welshman to extend his lead over the course of the morning, and while Tanak won the power stage, it was Evans who completed all 337 kilometres of Rally Portugal fastest to take a memorable victory and the top step of the podium for the fourth time in his career.
What a weekend it has been here in Portugal. Our rally winner, Elfyn Evans. Listen, Elf, it's been a tough old weekend. You've had to work for this one.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's not been so easy. Obviously, we were quite consistent, but maybe not the fastest out right from the beginning. But managed to improve the car and improve the feeling. And obviously, it was a quite tight start to today, but we managed to put one in this morning and eke out a bit of an advantage.
Driven really, really intelligently as well. Listen, by my maths, you're second in the championship by 2 points, which means you're not opening the road in Sardinia, and I think that's going to be a massive advantage too.
Yeah, it all helps. You know, it's never nice to run early in Sardinia, so obviously I'm happy to give that task to Seb, but we both really got a difficult task on our hands there, I think.
Listen, congratulations, absolutely fantastic job this weekend, and we will be back on Red Bull TV in just a week and a half's time for all the action from Sardinia as well. Thanks for your company. Goodbye.